Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man at your services. How are you all? I hope you're all doing very well. Now, this is an update to a video that I did yesterday. So the very previous video to this one, where I was discussing the case of a missing woman in Snowdonia. Ausra Plungiene had gone missing on Tuesday whilst walking her dog, Ausra, a gorgeous Swedish lapphund. And the alarm was raised and a huge search and rescue operation swung into action with North Wales Police, Mountain Rescue and the RAF all getting involved. But really bad weather was hampering the search operation. Gale force winds, snow, blizzards and really soaringly low temperatures, and police were extremely concerned for their safety, obviously. She knew the area. She'd obviously walked there before. She was from not too far away. Anyway, I did the report about that, and I did express that, come on, we're going to find her. She's going to be all right. This will not be a tragedy. Well, finished the recording, didn't I? Took our dog out, the husky. We had our walk, and when I came back, there was all messages, private messages and stuff. People had commented on the previous video to say that sadly a body had been found, a woman's body with a dog beside her. The dog was alive. The family had been informed, and but a formal identification hadn't taken place. But yeah, it is Ausra Plungiene, and well, it wasn't the result any of us wanted. 56-year-old mother of two, and her daughter Toma had issued a heartfelt plea, and in great dignity and grace, the family have expressed their thanks to all the search and rescue units and the police for their endeavours. And yeah, it's terribly sad, and it bothered me quite a lot, to be honest. But what gets me is the dog stayed beside her, and that's devotion for you, isn't it? I've said many times in these sort of cases that it's unusual for the dog to leave the scene. The dog will stay by the master, the owner, their companion, and just keep a vigil by the body, try to alert passers-by for assistance. It isn't like Lassie or Rin Tin Tin where it's going to run off back to the farm and bark and yelp and they can understand what it's saying. What? Someone's fallen down a well? Right, come on now, lead the way. Not like that. They tend to stay with you, which is, I find, unbelievably humbling. So, terrible news. Cause of death, well, hasn't been said, but I think they totally ruled out foul play from the word go. But as I said, hypothermia, a fall and hypothermia combined, if you're isolated, there's not a lot of hope there really. Now I don't know, I mean, there could have been other conditions, I don't know, but certainly I think when they found it, the temperature was down to -2 last night. But -2, that's bad enough, but with the wind chill factor as well, that's going to take it down another 6, maybe 10 degrees with the wind chill. So, it's perilously bad conditions. But so folks, yeah, it wasn't the conclusion any of us wanted. And as I say, I don't know the woman. I only ever heard about it this week. But you kind of invest a little bit into it, and you hope and pray. So obviously, when I heard the news, the messages, because nothing seemed confirmed at the time, obviously I went on and researched it up a bit, and yeah, it was confirmed. So terrible news. I'm sure you'll all join me in sending your deepest sympathies and condolences to Ausra's family, and in this terrible time. This is not the video I wanted to do. I really thought that this time there's so many other cases and tragedies, and never any good news these days, is there? Never any good news. I suppose there is, but you've got to look for it though, haven't you? You shouldn't have to look for good news. It should be celebrated, but it isn't. Anyway, folks, that's the update. There's nothing really to add now, is there? Other than I'm so deeply, deeply sorry. So please, in the meantime, in this uncertain in-between time, please keep it Celtic, keep it Celtic. And I'm going to see you all laters.